Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play World of Warships. Pop over to the main scene here. We are live on SimGamer TV, working out some of these details and kinks and stuff like that, trying to get this game going. But we're going to do an introduction on the very first ship that you will play when you join World of Warships. It's probably going to be the Erie because it's the USA ship, although you do have access to Japan's Hashidate. Either it's Hashidate or Hashidate, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But the Erie is the ship that most people will start off with. We can go ahead and pull up a stat sheet for that one. Fire this animation off. Designation Erie, Tier 1 cruiser, giving you a max displacement of 2,830 tons with a length of 328 feet. We have a max speed of 20.8 knots, 300 meters, and its main battery is 4 guns, configured 2x2, fore and aft. You start off with a pair of 5-inch Mark 7s, and you can upgrade those at a later time to a pair of 6-inch Mark 17s. The max range for your cannons are 9.6 meters, and your defenses feature between 6 and 8 millimeters of armor at any point. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves started off in a game here. This is World of Warships. It's a free-to-play game available by wargaming.net. We've got our Erie selected. We're going to go ahead and just jump into battle. I do have the 6-inch upgrade and some small perks based on the amount of gameplay that I've had. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves into a match here in this Erie. And when you fight an Erie, you'll be facing off against other Class 1 cruisers, maybe the occasional Class 2 Chester or the Japanese counterpart, and maybe some Class 2 destroyers. Basically, all those ships, the Class 2 ships are not so much vastly better than Class 1 ship that they will immediately destroy or anything. A clever captain can still hold its own in a Class 1 ship, as I will hopefully show you here. Grab a sip of water. So the matchmaker in World of Warships looks for people in similar tiers to play their game. When you're first starting out in Tier 1, you'll never see any opponents that are higher than Tier 2. In fact, if you're playing your very first couple of games, you'll probably just face off against bots. And when you reach rank 2, I think, is when you can actually join live games against or random battles against other captains. As soon as we have enough people in the player pool in this range, we will be joining the battle here. One thing I like about this game is that a match is almost exactly 20 minutes, so we can cut in particular episodes. Here we go. We're loading in now. Now the idea, and this is more of a sort of a tactical strategy game. It is a team-based game, but you want to be a little bit tactical about how you go about things. Let's take a look at the competition here. So as I mentioned, we're going to see some Chesters, we're going to see some Chikumas, Hashidates, Samsons. We've got the Umakaze, that's a destroyer. Samsons are also destroyers. And that's a grand extent of all the things we're going to be facing off against here. There are many different kinds of map types that are available. And this one is very simple. Basically, rush and be the first to capture that flag, or destroy all other ships in the area. So as I was saying, this is a tactical game. You could just rush in, full throttle, guns blazing, and you will find that your battles end up being very, very short. So, you kind of have to play a little bit of chess. You have to think ahead. We know that we're all coming in from this direction. We know that the enemy is probably lined up here, coming in from similarly from the opposite direction. We know that we'll be meeting each other in the middle as we contest over this flag. There's some outside routes we could take a look at. But generally speaking, if you stick together with other ships and sort of cover each other and use some good strategy, then you won't have any issues. You also need to be aware of which side of your ship your guns are on. So you can see my rear guns here are actually turning all the way around. It takes a fixed amount of time for the turrets to actually track in. And also, I'm gonna pay attention to the range that I have here as my guns track in. what we can actually do is set up a sort of a cover fire or a zone that prevents them from taking this flag. See, I'm covering 3/4 of the distance. This ring of buoys here marks the area that we need to capture. But we can actually keep an eye out for ships trying into the area and try to run them off. Controls are W and S for faster and slower. A and D control my rudder. I have mine set to toggle my rudder settings, so I have 1/2 starboard, maximum starboard, 1/2 port, maximum port, rudder amidships. This is our 4-gun Erie. This ship was built in 1936. Here we go. Got a cruiser closing straight in. And we're going to go ahead and open up with some high explosive rounds. I think my ship is automatically... And there's a hit. I'm aiming straight for his bow. Going to continue to put fire down on him. We've damaged one of his guns. And we can't quite fire over that mountain anymore, so we're going to go ahead and turn. And get ourselves cleared. Again, I want to stay close to the other ships that I have in the area. It looks like most of my buddies have shipped off pretty fast. And one of them is avoiding engaging at point-blank range, which is really going to be a problem for him because he's got a whole lot of cover fire converging on him, so we're going to watch out for that. They are attempting to take this flag. Now, if I want to pay attention to where my guns are, and not have to roll my guns to the other side of the boat, well, my guns are going to have to roll to the other side no matter what. So since I'm coming about and I want my guns on the port side, I'm going to go ahead and pre-turn my guns here. People who are experts at this game will probably be getting on my case first for showing my citadel, which is the side of the ship. In fact, if you look here, let's see if I can get a decent view. If you look at the bottom of the ship right next to the waterline, sort of nearly right in the middle of the ship, you'll see a rather thick plate of armor. That's the citadel. Also, the citadel extends to underneath the guns as well. And that is the most critical part of your ship. Whenever that's exposed to the enemy, they can land hits on that and cause you to... I didn't need him enough. He's at 71.1 kilometers. There we go, there's some solid hits. Making him turn, yes. Yes, okay. Now his guns are on the other side of the ship, which means he doesn't have much firepower to deliver. I need to turn this down. Settings. Volume. That's probably going to be a little better. Back to the game. Alright, he got destroyed. Next. Now I'm aiming pretty close to the waterline because I want these things to hit Citadel if possible. I'm going to lose a shot here as I hit that, as I run into this island. Back it up a little bit. Keep on firing. Got gun sights on him. And those shells all impact on the mountainside, so... Well, we have a problem. Our team has rushed headlong into combat and gotten themselves killed one by one. Like I said, this is a tactical game. You gotta kind of think ahead what the enemy's gonna do, what you're gonna do, where you're gonna be, where they're gonna be. This guy is 10.9 kilometers this way. I don't know if I can take on that many opponents all by myself. This guy's almost dead. Good hits.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
So I'm aiming right for that spot in the middle of the ship. That's just above the water. Once I get a solid beat on that, I'm actually going to switch over to armor-piercing bullets because they do more damage when they hit the citadel. As long as this guy doesn't notice me or decide to fire on me, we're good. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and switch over to armor-piercing. And deal some damage. He's turning a bit. There's a hit to the citadel. 3,300 damage. So that's what you want to do. You want to hit that citadel because, boom!
Enemy cruiser
A little bit of skill. Full speed ahead. High explosives to sight in on this cruiser. Problem is, I'm going to have cruisers on my starboard side as well. So I'm going to head this way and see if I can't keep them off my tail a little bit longer as I head through that island strait. Okay, we got 2 cruisers in the area. Why are you turning that way, stupid ship? Trust me, I know where I want to go. Now, if I really want to, I can use autopilot. Okay. I'm it? Really?
You are the last hope.
I'm the last hope. Fine. Means I've got to be smart. How's this guy doing? He's almost dead. Not run to this mountain. I've got a ton of fire coming. What happened? I ran aground and I'm stranded. They're just going to be able to kill me really fast. If I can't at least sit down this guy. Free from the stupid mountain again. There I go. I did work though. Let's take a look at my stats. Team score. Yeah. Number 1 spot. 512 experience. Detailed report. AP shell hits for 8,000 damage. High explosive for 13,000 damage. Yes. Yes. But that is basically the introduction to World of Warships. There's a lot of strategy involved, as you can see, and there's various map types. So hopefully we'll see a different variety of maps as we go through the various scenarios we have here. That match was actually short enough that we can start up another one. Cruiser matches tend to be pretty quick. So we'll go ahead and load up another match really quick and see how we do on this same Erie, once again facing off against other Tier 1 and Tier 2 ships. Then we'll draw this episode to a close, get online with some comments for those of us who are viewing live, and then get ready for the next episode. So here's a different kind of map. We have 2 zones to control. Both A and B. We will start with control of Zone A, and the enemy will start with control of Zone B. So our goal is to our goal is to score 1,000 points before the enemy team, and there's a scoring criteria here. So capturing an area is an instant win if we capture the opposing area. For every 3 seconds or something that we
General quarters.
own one of the areas, we will get some points. We also get points for destroying enemy ships, and we lose points for losing our ships. So once again, I'm going to try and stay bundled up with other ships. We have other cruisers and destroyers. Just got to be a little smart. Someone's asking a great question. I don't know the answer to. If you slow down, do you turn faster or tighter? From what I understand, you turn tighter, your turn radius is slower to a point. I mean, if you're going quarter throttle, there's hardly any movement against the rudder, and it'll actually take you longer to turn. So I usually don't turn unless I'm at least at a half throttle, unless I, kind of really want to. So I might position myself to have fire on both areas A and B. I want to come around here. Then we can take a look at some other stuff. Like, if I go to map mode, I can actually click and set waypoints for my ship. I can shift click to set a route. I'm being fired at. I've only got one hit on me, but there was a lot of ship over there firing at me, and not much fire support coming on from my team. So I am going to use this island for cover and get out of here. One thing I like about cruisers is you can generally have a lot of guns facing the enemy, no matter what angle you're at. Torpedoes are in the water. Make sure I don't get hit by those. Those are launched by destroyers. Here is a ship or two that is coming out from behind this island. I'm going to keep heading this way to try to get grouped up with other people. Stop turning, ship. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff over there. And if we take a look, these guys have firing lines through here. These guys have firing lines through here. This guy has a firing line through there. This guy has a firing line through there. So we got to kind of keep an eye out for that. Here's my target. If my cannons hadn't scattered so much, every single one of those would have been a hit. All right, he's coming. He's coming. Oh, he's turning. There's some good hits. Turning. He's coming about, so we'll go ahead and put some fire down on him. Cause some good damage there. So he keeps maneuvering. Oh. Whiffs.
Torpedoes to port.
Port? Let's take a look. Probably. They're tracking in pretty good there. A little bit of hits here and there. Oh, he's going to run aground. We're going to capitalize on that. Okay, now I've turned completely around, which means my rear guns are no longer facing the right direction. However, my rear guns will have an immediate shot on this guy. He moved. Did I get him? Look at that. Now he's only 7 kilometers away. So if I wanted to, once I get a beat on him, like about now, I'm going to switch over to AP. start aiming for a citadel. Just above the waterline, right in the middle of the ship. Also underneath each gun. Just like that. Oh, come on. Nail that citadel. So the only thing that's really random about this game is there's a hit to the citadel.
Enemy heavily damaged.
He's finished. He's finished. This volley right here. Why are you still alive? Oh my goodness. There it goes. Someone else finished him off. Okay, I need to bring my guns around. So we'll go ahead and face this way. Let our rear guns come over while that guy finishes that guy off. Alright, now we have range on him, but he's ducking behind a mountain. So I think it is time for us to head for B. Full steam ahead. Switch out for a heavy, high explosive here to range this guy in. High explosive give you pretty constant damage. New target acquired. He's out of sight now. He's hiding. Oh, he's right there. Load up AP because we're going to be able to hit his citadel. He's only at 6.5 kilometers, so we have clear, easy shots on all of them. There's a citadel hit. That was on a smokestack, doing minimal damage. Alright, destroyer over here. Destroyers are best served with high explosives, because they're fast. They have no armor to speak of. So earlier I was talking about the strategy. When your ship is facing sideways like so, you expose your citadel to fire. And once someone gets a beat on you, you're in trouble. As I'm headed straight into him, he has a much less shot on me, much less chance to hit my citadel or cause critical damage. He is slowing down, which is a smart thing to do. He's going to fire over our friendly here. The destroyer is firing at our group. They're fast, so I'm going to lead him a lot. Put some high explosives in the air. I can't believe those hit. Alright, I'm going to make myself skinny. This guy behind me. As soon as my guns track in, he's going to get some fire from high explosives. And he's almost out of range. The next risk is behind a mountain. We'll go ahead and turn. That is a torpedo. I think it ran out of fuel just before hitting our friendly. That's one thing that destroyers bring to the party is torpedoes. I do not have a shot past that mountain. That guy, that's okay because trouble. Guns are tracking in. Best thing to do against this destroyer is head straight at him, so he can't torpedo me easily. Zoom out a bit. Those high explosive shots are going to do a lot of damage to him.
dead ahead.
Let's see where these are. Yeah, he missed.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes direct front.
Let's go ahead and dodge that torpedo. And he's on fire. So one of the things you can do when you take some damage is use instantaneous repair periodically.
Torpedoes to port.
Problem solved, sir.
Game 1. All enemies destroyed. Let's see how... Oops. I didn't check my battle on how I did it compared to everybody else. But that is the introduction to World of Warships. Piloting, captaining. Yes, that's what it is. One of the first ships you will see. As you work through the career in here, you'll gain enough points and experience to buy yourself a Chester, which is a decided upgrade from the Erie, and we'll take a look at that in part 2 of our live stream. For now, I want to say thanks for watching, and tune in next time if you're watching these as episodes. If you're watching this as the live stream, stick around. I'm going to head over to comments. Thanks for watching. A little bit of credit sheet. Bloop. SimGamer TV's World War Wednesday with World of Warships. The views, opinions, and commentaries expressed are those of the author and may not reflect the views of wargaming.net. Tune in next time. Thanks for watching.